Hello students and dear friends. In the previous lecture, we have discussed what is personality and how many types of personalities are there. And I have given you the task. What kind of personalities we have discussed? Kindly rate yourself. What kind of personality you are. And I hope you have rated yourself. Today in this lecture, I am going to discuss the important theories of personality. Okay? So students and dear friends, first theory of personality, what I want to discuss here, very important theory, what has been just given by Freud. Who has given this theory? Freud. And the name of this theory is psychoanalytical theory or psychoanalytic theory. Okay? In this theory, Freud had just divided personality in three parts: id personality, id, id personality, ego personality, igo, ego personality, and third kind of personality is super ego personality. Okay? Again, id, id, second is ego, and third is super ego. Okay? Means few are the men of id, few are the men of ego, and few are the men of super ego. Okay? Now, what is id? Id are those kinds of personalities, friends. For them, value never matters. For them, principle never matters. Their target matters. They never think what base is to be adopted. They are ready to adopt right way or wrong way. Because their target matters only. They want to accomplish their task. They want to just complete their work. They want to get their ultimate destination. If wrong way is to be adopted, they are ready to adopt. If right way is to be adopted, it's all right. They never agitate to follow any way of life. So these kinds of personalities are the personalities of id, id, id. In Hindi, sometimes it is said id. And next kind of personality, just opposite of id, is super ego. Super ego means people who want to accomplish the task, but they think about values. Values matters for them. They want to accomplish the task, but in the impressions of principles. They don't want to miss the principles. They agitate always to follow the wrong way. They always want to complete the task in right way, in right process. Means, friends, id and super ego is just opposite. Okay? But the compound form of id and super ego is ego. The men of ego. The men of ego are the men who compromise in between id and ego. First, they tries to complete the task with right way, in right way. They don't want to do anything in wrong way. But if they feels that without adopting wrong way, this task is not possible, so they accept those foul and wrong ways also, because ultimately their task is important. If it is not possible in right way, the wrong way is to be adopted. There is no problem for them. So these kinds of men are called the men of ego. Right? Clear? Means their target is initial, but first they tries to do it in right process. But if they feel that in right process this is difficult to accomplish the task, so they never hesitates to just follow the wrong way. Clear? I think you have got it well. So this is the theory of psychology, psychoanalytical theory. Right, students? Clear? Here I want to just discuss my personal experience about this personality. Once I was delivering my lecture in an engineering institute on personality. The participants has asked what's difference between human values and moral values. Because actually students, this is the matter of ego. This is related to ego. Right way or wrong way is to be adopted. So this moral value and human value is related to ego. That's why I want to just discuss here this topic. What is moral value and what is human value? Moral value means, students, the thing set on some certain classical pattern. Classical pattern means what has always been considered good. It doesn't matter कि we are sacrificing ourselves, right? That you call Satyameva Jayate. That is moral value. In your personal life and experiences, definitely you have found that every time Satyameva Jayate, this is not right. Sometimes you are supposed to follow the wrong track also, the false also. Right? Honesty is the best policy, okay? This is moral value. But what is its real ground? So these kinds of concepts, these kinds of moral visions, what are expected to be followed, but not easily to be followed. Especially in this practical world, this is not possible. Right? Rather we can say not possible every time. These kinds of phenomena are called moral values. But human values means, okay, we are ready to follow the moral values. But ultimately, following the moral values, we cannot forget that yeah, we are human beings. We have some limitations. We have to earn our livelihood because life is important. Everything is important, but in the comparison of all the things, life is important. So before anything, we are human beings. So we have to understand what is expected to be done in the limitations of a human being. What is required for human being? That is to be in our life. That is human value. Means we will follow the moral values, but in the limitations of human being. Sometimes strict morality can never be followed. Right? This is very nice to listen that someone has left his examination because he found someone is struggling on the road in an accident. This is nice to listen. This is the line of moral value. But human value says, okay, you are expected to support that one who is struggling on the road in an accident. But you have to understand that your exam is also important. As a human being, you have to understand your limitations. You have worked hard a year long for that examination. So, okay, support that one. But while you are supporting that man, while you are helping that one, you must have in your mind that your exam is also important. And anyhow, you have to balance in between. That is human values, right? So, this kind of understanding in between human values and moral values is the quality of ego, right? They are the man of ego, right, students? So this theory I have just discussed, right? And after that, there is a theory entitled by trait theory. What theory? Trait theory. T-R-A-I-T, trait theory. Trait theory means the theory in which a man is just motivated by some certain emotion, some certain behavior, what is called trait. Trait means a certain kind of behavior which is always applied on certain man, right? This trait, this behavior can be positive, can be negative. You have just seen that someone is always negative about anything. He always talks negative. This is going to happen. I don't know it will happen or not. Means he is negative. He is not positive. And one says, yes, definitely it will happen. Right? So two kinds of men are there. One who has the trait of positive thinking and another the trait of negative thinking. And the men of positive thinking or positive trait, they looks everywhere, every time the positivity. They are always positive about everything, right? And the behavior of negative men, they always looks the dark side every time. Another example, some men are the men of the trait of anger behavior, short-tempered. So they are always short-tempered. Wherever they are at home, so they are generally irritated. They show always the short temper. They get angry. And their behavior never changes even in office. They fire in office also. If they are just buying something, purchasing something at the shop, to gets angry. Means this trait is always with them. So some men are just motivated by some certain emotion, which is always in every practice. So this is called trait theory. Means a man who has been always motivated, or the men who are always just guided by some certain trait or behavior, which remains always with him. That is called trait theory. Okay, students? Another very important theory is type theory. What theory? Type theory. Type theory means, students and dear friends, your physical behavior matters in your personality, and your psychological behavior matters in your personality. Here in type theory, two kinds of personalities has been described. One is physical behavior based personality and another is psychological behavior based personality. In physical behavior based personality, you found two kinds of physical personality: endomorph and mesomorph. Students, I hope those who are just attending this lecture, They have paper and pen also. You can note down. There are two kinds of physical structure. One is endomorph and another is mesomorph. Endomorphic personalities are those personalities who are generally short in size, thin in structure, and their behavior is always a bit short tempered. Generally, short sized men are short tempered also. They get angry very easily, they fire very easily, they are agitated always. Generally, so this kind of personality, endomorph personality means short in size and thin in structure. Their face are thin, their size is a bit short, so they are always a bit short tempered, and they are negative in their approach generally. But another kind of personality, mesomorph personality. Mesomorphic personality means muscular body, tall structure, not short, tall kind of men, nice physical personality. So they are always cool minded. Generally, uh, long personalities are cool minded. They never gets angry generally in the comparison of a short heighted one, right? So this is two kinds of physical based behavior. And another important thing is psychological behavior. In psychological behavior, you get three kinds of personalities: introvert personality and extrovert personality. Introvert and extrovert, right? And third one is, students, ambivert personality. What? Ambivert personality, right? So one by one, what is introvert personality? Introvert personality means the man who thinks in himself. They always live in their self, thinking always something. They want to be alone. They are not talkative generally. They don't want to be interacted. Interaction they don't like, right? Just like scientists, they want their time to be spent in himself. They are always in thought. They are always found lost in their thoughts. They are thinking sometimes. When you will visit them, you will find that they are thinking something. And they are less adaptive. They generally don't adapt according to the condition and situation. They are called introvert personality. But just opposite, extrovert. Extrovert personalities are generally talkative kind of personality. They likes interaction. They want to meet the men. They want to show their self jolly nature, something happy, mast type ke. They are generally as drivers are generally drivers and you know driver and sportsmen. They are interactive, right? They don't want to be alone. They want company, right? So this is introvert and extrovert. Okay. And third one is ambivert personality. Ambivert personality means whom you cannot understand what they like, what kind of they are. They are found happy while they are alone. They are found happy while they are in company. what kind of mood they, very ambiguous kind of personality, but they are always happy, right? They found always happy, and this is very difficult to understand their personality, right? So there are three kinds of personalities we have just described on the basis of psychological behavior, right students? So I hope you all have just understood it well, right? So today we have discussed the theories of personality. Okay, thank you very much.